What's up, guys? Today I thought I should do a video since I haven't done one since last week and I was kind of bored, so I wanted to film a video. And what I'm going to do today is the Unpopular Opinions book tag, which I've been seeing on BookTube for a little while and I've always wanted to do it but never got around to, but now I'm going to. This tag was created by the Book Archer and I'll leave a link in the description whenever I edit that later. But let's just jump into this tag because I think this is a really fun tag and sort of a different tag. Also, a disclaimer, if your favorite book or series is mentioned in this video, it's nothing personal, it's just my opinions. I mean, it's called the Unpopular Opinions book tag, so everyone may have different opinions, so don't get like overworked or anything if your favorite book is mentioned, because you know, it's just our different opinions. Question 1 is a popular book or book series that you didn't like. For me, I'm going to have to go with the Fifth Wave series by Rick Yancey. I actually don't even have this book anymore, the Fifth Wave, the first book in the series, because I honestly hated it so much that I unhauled it. But anyway, yeah, I didn't really like this when I read it. I read it last year in 2014, and I honestly couldn't really find anything that I liked about it. To me, it was slow moving and boring, and it was also pretty confusing and weird to me. I don't know, I just wasn't really a fan of it, and I even tried reading the second book, The Infinite Sea, to see if it was better and if I wanted to get into the series and maybe want to finish it. But the second book, it wasn't too much better, and it didn't really want me to finish the series, and when the last book comes out, I will not be reading it. Question 2 is a popular book or series everyone else seems to hate, but you love. For me, this is the Maze Runner series by James Dashner. Almost everyone I see on BookTube or Goodreads or whatever says they didn't really like the Maze Runner or the Maze Runner series or something like, oh, it was just okay. And when I read this, I rated it a 5 stars. I really enjoyed it, but no one else seems to like it. I know a person in real life who really likes this series, and they were the one who like tipped me to this series, and I'm really glad they did because I really do like this series, but unfortunately not a lot of people seem to like it. Question 3, a love triangle where the main character ended up with the person you did not want them to end up with, and it says to warn people for spoilers if you do that one, or an OTP that you don't like. For this one, I'm going to do the love triangle one, so I'm going to spoil it probably, so I'll just like put my finger up, and when I put my finger down, you can like unmute it or something, or skip, or if you haven't read this series. So I'm going to spoil the love triangle for the Hunger Games series. In the last book, Mockingjay, is where it's resolved. I didn't really like that Katniss ended up with Peeta instead of Gale, and I know that's an extremely unpopular opinion, but I do not really like the character of Peeta, honestly. I thought Gale was just way more compatible with Katniss, so I really disliked that she ends up with Peeta in the end. Question 4, a popular book genre you hardly reach for. For me, I would have to say romance, because I'm not that big of a fan of romance. I mean, if it's in a book, like if romance is in a book, it's fine if the romance is done well. But a lot of times romance is annoying sometimes. Like, it's okay if it's done well, but I honestly would not really be that interested in a book that's mainly focused on the romance, because I don't know, I just don't feel like that would be interesting. Question 5, a popular or beloved character that you do not like. I'm gonna have to go with Snape from the Harry Potter series, because I don't really understand why he is a beloved character, because honestly he's quite mean to the main 3 in the series. I don't understand why people like him. I mean, I did feel sorry for him once I learned his backstory later in the series, and I did, like, feel sorry for him and stuff, but that just doesn't really justify how he's acted From the rest of the series, I just don't understand why people like him. Cause I don't, honestly, I hated him in the series. I mean, that's just the truth. Question 6, a popular author you can't seem to get into. This author isn't too popular, but I see him like a lot on BookTube, I guess. So I'm going to say Patrick Ness. I've only read 2 of his books, A Monster Calls and More Than This, but both of them were like 3-star books for me, and I had problems with both of them. And I don't know, like, I've never tried his Chaos Walking series, but I honestly don't even really want to because I've already read 2 of his books and not felt greatly about them. So I don't know if I should like start that series and then end up, it could be like a waste of time and I could not like them. So I don't know, I can't really get into him. Number 7, a popular book trope that you're tired of seeing. For me, it's that book trope of that bad boy, evil character that like everyone likes, but I don't understand why they do, because they're evil. Like, they're clearly bad and have done evil things, but people still like them for some whatever reason, and I don't really understand this. Examples of this in books include, in my opinion, The Darkling from the Grisha trilogy, Warner from the Shatter Me series, and Morpheus from the Splintered series. Question 8 is a popular book series you have no interest in reading. For me, this is The Mortal Instruments by Cassandra Clare, because I don't know, it just doesn't sound interesting to me, even though like everyone says it's amazing. But I have heard some like mixed reviews of it too, and I don't know, I just don't feel like reading a 6-book series. You know, when I'm even unsure about it. I've had no interest in reading it ever. Probably, I just don't feel like I want to read this series. It's nothing personal against the books or the author. It's just I personally don't have any interest in it. And the final question, number 9, the saying goes, the book is always better than the movie, but what movie or TV show adaptation do you prefer more than the book? And for this one, I am going with Under the Dome by Stephen King. I actually like the TV show better than the book, and it's not because the book was bad. The book was actually pretty good, but there was some boring parts in there. I rated it 4 stars. I actually quite enjoyed it, but I think the TV show is actually a lot better because, I don't know, like, there's just so many more different plot lines. I mean, this and the TV show are so different. They have, like, completely different plot lines, which in this case, I don't really care about, because at first I was like, oh, it's different. But then, like, I realized, like, how good the TV show was. And I was actually kind of glad that they changed it a little, since some parts in this were a tiny bit boring. But I just really enjoy the TV show. It's probably one of my favorites right now. There's just so many different plots and crazy things in it. You should watch it, even if you haven't read the book. But yeah, I just think that that TV show is just a lot better than the book, I think, in my opinion. But I do like the book and the TV show. So that's it for the tag. Hope you liked this video. Again, I'm sorry if I mentioned your favorite book or character or something. It's nothing personal. These are just my opinions. Everyone has different opinions. So that's pretty much it for this video. I'll see you guys next time. Bye!